Recording notes are up. What's up, fellow YouTubers, subscribers, and viewers? This is GD back with you, and it's been a little while, so I'm here to break the ice. Want to present two topics today. One of them is City of Ghosts, which I'm not sure if I mentioned to you guys before, but it was originally supposed to be an independent project. But now I've decided that it's going to be part of the War Against All Fears series. I'm not going to mention at what point it starts and what point it ends and how it connects to the Chronicles of Artees just yet, because I don't want to spoil anything. And things are a bit up in the air as far as the Chronicles of Artees and City of Ghosts are concerned, rather in the sense how they connect to each other. I have a good idea of how they are going to do so, but it's still in pre-production, and I'm still writing it. So I want to leave myself a bit of leeway, and I don't want to promise anything to you guys and then break it, because that's just not me. Okay, so City of Ghosts, that's something that you guys can look forward to in the future. So that's one topic down. Okay, so we got another topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about quickly, which is GD's Theorem. Now, GD's Theorem is, if I can just go into a quick description and differentiation between a theory and a theorem. Theory is something that is come across as experimental and experimental and, I knew this, and observation. So those two things come together to create theory. Now, theorems are created from deduction of information. So information that's already present, and then is the things that don't work necessarily to describe or explain what the end result should be or what it is. Those things are taken away, and everything that does explain it is left standing. That is the idea behind a theorem, and something quite commonly used in mathematics, which, you know, it makes sense. But anyways, I had decided that many of my ideology, my way of thinking, I decided it wasn't really a theory, although there are a lot of elements as far as a theory is concerned that are involved, because of course I observed things and I experimented and tested things to come up with my final result. But it didn't come up with the final result of the way that I look at the world, in a sense. What it ended up doing was providing me with information to work with, but the final result came about as by taking away the information that was already there, information that didn't explain certain things. So taking that stuff away, not looking at that, and looking more specifically at the things that did explain it, and the reasons why I should be doing what I am, and all that sort of stuff. All that stuff that has to do with, you know, why you do things and how you look at the world and all that. So basically all that is in GD's Theorem. Now, I'm going to have a video that I'm not going to promise any specific time when it's going to happen, but I am working on that as well. GD's Theorem is going to be a specific video on its own, which describes the theorem and how it works and all that sort of stuff. By the way, if I'm incorrect about the theory and theorem part, if you guys can test that, you know, feel free to mention it to me in my video or PM me or whatever. But so there's going to be a video specifically for that, basically describing how that works. But there are going to be other subsequent videos afterwards, which are going to be about specific topics and how the theorem applies to them. And the idea behind that is, you may have a way of looking at the world, but how does it apply to those other things, whether big or small, or even in some cases insignificant? And that is the most important thing, is knowing how the way that you think affects those things around you in the world, or how they apply to it, rather, in a sense, because it's information from the world that you use to understand yourself, not necessarily the other way around. So there are a couple of topics that I've come up with so far, like fear and its effects on society, social behavior, whether general or specific, bullying, responsibility, just a bunch of different things that I've come up with that I think would be, reasonable to talk about and to include in a theorem explanation. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to share them with me, because I'd obviously, this is not just for me. I want to share this sort of thing with other people as well, and that's the point behind it, really. I mean, I know my own theorem. Why would I put a video up about that if I was just trying to show it to myself? It's already in my head. The reason I want to put it in a video and put it out there is because I want to share it with other people. So obviously, you guys, I'm giving you an opportunity when I do this to, share what you think about all that sort of stuff. Even share your own ideologies and whatnot. And once I get the equipment, I can, talk to people, some of my friends, or even complete strangers. If they have something that they want to share, then that's fine. I'll record the calls and, I'll put them up, and we can have discussions about it, and it can open up its own social group. And, it's great. Sharing information is great. So that is another thing that I'm looking towards. Now, the most important thing for you guys to know, and to some of you it's going to be obvious, this is about opinion, our way of understanding the world, and not necessarily factual in a sense. Now, that's another topic that I could probably get into on that, but just for now, I wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, so those two topics are now down, and you guys are updated. Most likely there are going to be things that are going to be happening in the future, and I'll talk to you guys about that, and I'll put a video up for then. But until then, this is what I've been working on. So I will talk to you guys later. GD out.